Alright, so if you are a camera person, now I call this video a little cheesy, but if you're a camera person, you're bound to have run into a few of these, or if not, a ton of them. And I just realized I'm facing this way when my camera is actually facing this way. But if you've ever been thrift shopping, you've probably run into a ton of these. And they're known as the Instamatics. They're known as Instamatics. Now I have an Instamatic 600 electrolyte, telescopic electrolyte. Now this camera actually produces some high quality images for what it is. Now the 70s was a weird era. You had everything from the Polaroid SX70 sonar to just the introduction of the original SX70. But there was an in-between from this one step, which I have, and I can't reach the other one, but it's a 35mm Kodak Instamatic. But you had the Instamatics. And these things were really handy. He's a famous guy in the 70s who did the Instamatic commercial. And he was doing this. I'll put a thing right there or so of it. But he's like, Instamatic, where did I put the camera? You simply just slip in the film and you just... That's where I put it. It's so small. But this camera is so nice and produces some really crisp photos. It's really easy to use, even for a kid. They were all over the place. You simply just... There's a little latch on mine, my initials. You simply open the film door, take your cartridge, which you can still buy from Lomography. It is roughly about... I'll put a link. Lomography sells them for about $7 a roll. But you simply put the cartridge in and then wind. Then you take your picture, click. When you are done, you take it out and you can send it off. Now I have one of my old rolls here. Now this one's unused. It is, here's from a last roll I shot. These are just some pictures. You can tell how it's not really a bad camera, as they take quite neat photos. There's my car. And if you look at the detail in this photo, you can see that it's pretty detailed, especially for a film being not 35mm. Now, I'm going to put those back. The Instamatic camera is as simple as slipping in the cartridge and then closing the door. So let me show you how to do that. What you're going to want to do is open the back. The back lid has little springs right there to hold the cartridge down. And since I'm going to shoot this roll, might as well just put it in. It is Arbor film. It expired in 1991. It was a local filmer on this area. And you just insert it like so. It'll come out if you don't close the door. But you insert it like so and close the door. That will tell you how many shots you have left. There, door's locked. And then I'm going to take the picture and then advance it. See how those things are moving, the little arrows right there? I'm going to advance it to shot number 1. And then I'm going to close it and I'm ready to take my photos. It is that simple. So this is the camera I've used for a little bit, and yeah. I hope somebody sees this and knows that you can bring back and use these Instamatics instead of throwing your old Instamatic out. I know my dad loves to use his Instamatic a lot because that's the camera he used when he was growing up. So, well, I hope this somebody sees this and feels free to use it. I send all of my stuff out through the darkroom.com. They have a prepaid postage mailer the darkroom has a prepaid mailer, and they, if you request it, they'll send one to you in the mail, and all you have to do is send a check in the mail or pay online and send it off. So, a little shout out to the darkroom. I showed how to send it off in my last video, so yeah, that's an Instamatic.